You can't hide.
Now with the camera on, we can't
I'm gonna
hide.
find you.
No, you can't.
Hey, good morning,
No, 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 no.
goddesses.
Okay.
Ready or not, here we
Here
come.
we
You can't hide.
come. Let's get our song.
I cannot believe it's Thursday.
It's
Oh my
Thursday.
God. Yeah, let's do a little
Thursday.
music. Let's do a little music.
And
Feel better.
you need like a whole, I don't know, orchestra. You like, and
I don't know. I'm just in a silly mood today, which is and I've been up since about 3, so it's 5 for me right now, y'all. But we are here.
I was 4. I'm like, why? Who did this to me? Why am I up?
I don't even know. We're gonna act like we don't hear that little crazy bird in the background, and we're gonna say Happy Thursday. Y'all know it's toot your horn Thursday, so we're gonna toot our horns. But today, before we get there, let's talk about planting some seeds. I want to plant some seeds with Dr. Marie. Dr.
Do
Marie.
you though? I mean, spring is coming. Maybe that's why you're getting your little birds. They're like, it's time. We're letting you know. The trees are gonna start doing something.
Yes,
We are here.
The
No, I'm
birds let us know.
excited. I was thinking, I'm like, I need to start literally planting some seeds, like literally inside, so I can put some things out. But now we have the guided journal, and this is usually like, this became a team sport thanks to you. You probably didn't think like I'm giving birth to seeds, but this is it.
I know.
Who knew you could give birth to a journal?
Right.
Like, I went to nursing school.
I went to nursing school. This isn't what I learned to do, right? It's not what I learned to do.
You're like, you're gonna be giving birth to books, to journals, to all these anthologies. And of course, babies, don't forget the babies. So this is it. So it seems like every about 9 months to a year. Well, you're a little faster than mine.
That's okay.
I need a year. I need a little break in between the bestsellers to come through. So, but we've been talking about planting seeds forever before it was even what it is. So I'm excited the journal is finally out and about, thanks to you. And just like, oh my God. So I'm grateful it's out. That's it. I can even share a message on day 24.
I am excited about that though. Like I hadn't expected to jump in and be such an integral part of it. But y'all, sometimes when you're creating the book covers and the parts and pieces on the inside, and you've got design and all these different things to do, you can't do all of that stuff alone. You can't. It's gonna make you crazy.
You're like, why? Go try it though. We can hear the horror stories. Go try it. Go try it sometime. But the thing is, even if you can, we always say we recommend, don't do it for your own sanity. For your own sanity.
And your sanity is worth it. Your sanity is worth it.
My God.
Your sanity is worth it.
Even if I could, I don't want to. Good morning, Joyce. Good morning.
Good morning, Auntie. Auntie Joyce is in the house with us today.
Yeah, even if I could. I mean, there's so many things. I'm sure that's a conversation to come, but it's like, just because you don't have to. Like, and it's one of those things, again, I think it was part of the growth in terms of learning how to receive, because even today I was thinking it, like, there was a time I would have been like, no. Not flat out no, but I would find ways to like drag it on and pretend you never offered and pretend you never
I got it.
I can.
I got it.
I've done this before and just pretended you never said and never like find a way, like if I see you bringing it up, to change the subject, right? change the subject. Hey,
Hey,
Cindy, good to see
Cindy.
you. We're
Today
talking
we are
about
talking
planting
about
seeds.
planting seeds. Planting seeds. So
Planting
Marie's
seeds.
journal is coming out next week, and I just wanted us to start having this conversation around planting seeds. So we are talking about planting seeds today.
Yeah, we've been
And
talking
yeah,
about
we tooting
planting
our own
seeds.
horn because it's Thursday, so it's
Yeah.
toot your own horn Thursday. So
Toot,
y'all
toot,
get ready to
toot.
toot. I don't know what
So
you're tooting about, but get ready to
you're
toot.
choosing something. So I'm gonna do two things. So
Okay.
in the journal, there are 44 affirmations. So I'm gonna give you again, we like ease and flow in here. So today
Mm-hmm.
is day 24. It's the 24th. I'm only going with affirmation number 24 and message
Okay.
24. That's it. So the affirmation is I am willing to learn, unlearn, and relearn the life's lessons.
Okay. One more time. I am willing to learn,
Unlearn,
unlearn,
relearn
and relearn.
the life's lessons.
Okay.
It's a process. Sometimes we think it's a one step. You're like, it's off my list. I'm done.
But the truth is we're never done. There's always more. There's always more to learn.
You think you learn it.
Right? Wait, Cindy said,
Toot toot.
toot toot.
Ready.
Yes, we are tooting today. Toot
Toot it. Yeah, come up with that one. And
toot.
so and you know, a new season
Excuse me.
is beautiful because we have a new season on the way. And
Mm-hmm.
so the day 24 is perfect because you could feel it in the air, literally. Even though I want to make sure people know when I'm talking about planting seeds in the context of the guided journal, it's a 30-day guided sacred self-care journal that I'm talking about habits. So it's a code word for habits. It's habits, right? But you know me, it means both literally and also the habits, right? So number
Yes.
24, hey Max. So the message for day 24 in the journal is planting seeds is an act of sacred self-care and self-love. Every time you plant a seed, you're affirming your hopes and dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Which seed are you most excited to see bloom?
Mm.
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 So you've been planting all along. It's day
That's right.
24. Which one
Okay.
are you excited about?
I love this one.
Which one?
Especially it's like it gave you the freedom to learn, unlearn, and relearn. Like
Mhm.
those are very important as we are moving on in age. We need to realize that that's for us too, right? It's like,
Yep.
and I hear that all the time. Oh, girl, I'm too old for that. I'm like, you're too old for that. You're too old for that. We 50.
No, no, no,
You're
never,
too old to learn. You are
never,
never too old to learn.
ever. I mean, I've seen some people older than me sometime, and I'm like, I wish I just have like 1% of their dose of curiosity. And for me, it's still my curiosity about different things, right? Like there are times where I'm just like, and for us, when I see like we can still have fun, is the music, is the creativity, is the stuff we still want to do, is that place we still want to go, and the things will still be like, I still want to write, I still have things I want to say, I still people I want to meet and things I want to do. And I'm like, it has nothing to do with age. And I think
Nothing.
let your mind still be stimulated, still be curious, still
Mm.
want to do things and become. I'm still becoming. Are you serious right now? You think I'm done? That's insane. That is insane. You
Girl.
love it, Cindy? I love it. Thank you. I'm glad you do. So it's gonna be a whole process. People are giving me ideas, and it's always been. And our community has inspired me. The idea that it's gonna be. I mean, we have so many anniversaries, so that's another way we can toot our horn individually and collectively. Like next
Mhm.
month, it's also perfect that the launch is happening literally March because March is huge for us because that's when we literally launch everything on Clubhouse as well. So it's a 1 month anniversary plus probably of doing the dailies of gratitude, intentions, and affirmation. Can you
Yeah.
believe it? It's been a year, 365 days of
No.
every day.
I cannot
if we
believe it. I'm
if
like, it's
we knew we
been
were gonna do this every day, I don't know, we'd be like, what? I'm not doing this. This was supposed to be just a little 30-day situation, just like this journal, 30 days. That's all you get. Okay.
right.
and we're going our way, and it turned into like a year plus. It's been more than a year. It's been more than a year.
Man.
So I'm like, what? And it's gonna be my anniversary as well, which is why it's perfect. And people have asked to do a challenge, and for me, it's always about what do our communities are asking for in terms of how they're benefiting, but how can we expand from what we're offering, and are they willing to invest in the tools that we're creating for them along the way? Because now you're going deeper than just saying those things. And that's why even within the journal, I'm like, we're saying the gratitude. So there's a section where it's like you say the gratitude, or you write your gratitude. But why? Why are you grateful for this particular one? Right? Sometimes we say, I'm grateful for, and then, but why?
Right. Why? And we've been talking so much more about being more intentional about what you are saying.
Yep.
Yes, it's wonderful to be grateful, to come, to speak, to, talk about everything, but that gratitude, like really, like, oh my gosh, like going a little bit deeper and being more intentional about every little piece. I think those make all the difference when we're on this journey to move forward.
I love it. And I think we have more to celebrate too, because again, imagine what we still co-creating, right? The idea
Yes.
that because we came together, that this anthology is in, what do we call, I don't know what period we in right now, pre-birth, in terms of the anthology is being created, and by summer
We're in preconception mode.
yeah.
Preconception.
So, and imagine next year, like what we would have co-created together, what we would have
Yeah.
birthed together collectively, not even
Woo.
individually, right? What
Mm.
we will be tooting our horn about, right?
Yeah.
And I don't want to, again, it's the idea, be open to becoming more a version of yourself, that we're not stuck in like, I have to stay this way, right? And I think sometimes we're stuck in like what people expect us to be, or what we thought we were going to be. A lot of us, we thought we were going to be something or in a place, and I'm like,
True.
that wasn't it. But be okay with that, because things change
Yeah.
and we adjust, right? But I definitely don't want to be where I was last year. That's unacceptable.
Exactly.
So
Exactly. Right. We should all be seeking to grow in some way, shape, or form. And I think even thinking back to like when COVID hit and all of the shutdowns came, and like people were like, oh my God, it's the end of the world. What am I going to do? But I have to say that I am grateful for that time, because so many great things came out of us just shutting it down,
yep,
shutting it down.
yep.
Yeah.
Shut
Yeah.
it down. And
It was cray cray, but
be willing to reset, reinvent,
hmm
reimagine, we whatever, right? The all word, because some people just got stuck and paralyzed. Like, when are we going back?
right.
People wanted to go back.
Right.
And we
When we
like,
going back to normal.
I
You
was
know,
just like,
tell y'all
what?
to erase that word. Erase that word.
We want to go back. And you're like, back to what?
Right.
Right? Even if the idea that now you can literally rebuild, because I mean, a lot has happened, but my thing is, it's almost acknowledging what has happened. And I
Yeah.
think there's been so much loss. And I think even before the pandemic, many of us were just like grieving and dealing with so much in our lives. And I think this is an opportunity to learn how to be, but also what's important, how to prioritize
Exactly.
you, but also really for once decide, what kind of life do you want? What kind of life do you want to create? Because you see, truly, there's no guarantee. I don't know how many times we can say it, where we keep thinking like, let's do this tomorrow. I can go to Vegas next year. Says who?
Right.
Who? Like, any moment things can shut down again. You know what? I'll do it next April. Okay.
It's
Okay, let's see if
fine.
that's even possible. So if
Mhm.
you can now, why not now?
Yeah.
If you can and it's something you want, why wait and keep saying and then denying yourself something that you've been wanting?
Yeah.
Particularly at the age that we in, and you still think, I got time?
Right.
And you see what's going on around us. There's so many people, even us. I mean, I truly believe the people we were creating with, dreaming with about what we were gonna do, I really believe all these people would be with us to write the books, publish the books. And I'm just
Oh
like,
my gosh.
I can't even imagine.
Exactly. Exactly. And
Career.
we had some great plans with
Woo.
other people to do so much more. And so when all of that just kind of hit, it was just like, oh my God, I can't
Gone.
believe that happened. Gone. Gone. And one person passes and it shifts the dynamic of
Everything.
what you had planned, what we collectively had planned.
Yep.
Mhm. Good morning, Val.
Good
How are you
morning. Good
guys?
morning. How are you? How are you?
Wonderful, wonderful. We are planting seeds with Dr. Marie this morning because next week that book is dropping.
Oh.
It is dropping. And it will be a bestseller, y'all. It will be a bestseller. So, yeah. Get ready. Get
Number
ready.
2 is happening.
Book number 2.
This is the year. This is the year. I was gonna say planting seeds of, because it's so much more. Because planting seed has become like the start of everything. It's like
Right.
wellness, of self-care, of you add whatever you want to add to it. Of
That's right.
you
And
decide what
I
that
talk
is.
about creating your own self-love garden. So for me this year, it's planting more seeds of love.
Girl, I didn't even know
Planting.
you had that in your book until later.
That was so fun.
There are a lot of nuggets in the book. A lot of nuggets in
Woo,
the book.
I was like, what?
Every time we would have a conversation, and so we've known each other almost 2 years. 2 years? Has it been 2 years or more?
Apparently
I don't
now.
even know anymore. I
It's not
can't
20.
count. It
Almost
feels
20.
like 20. It feels
Almost
like
20.
about 20. But like Marie would say something or I would say something. I'm like, that's in the book. It's in the book. Like, go to look. It's in the book for real. For real. And so I'm like,
garden of self-love. That's what I see.
Our connectivity, and not just me and Marie's, me and Val's, like all of us, our community, it goes so much deeper than we think. It goes so much deeper than we think. I think we came together before we actually physically came together.
We was vibing.
That's a topic for another day, but I'm just saying.
We was vibing.
Yeah, find me a song about the gardening of self-love. I'm sure there's something.
Here in the garden.
Oh my God. No,
you know the song.
You did not do the Quincy Jones.
Look, this was not even a real question.
Hey, you know what I want to do next week, y'all? I just want to do like I want to have a day where we just do some songs. Like the answer is in a song.
Is it?
Right? Whatever.
There's always a song for it.
Marie, you can tap into your music catalog, and I know there's some beautiful songs
there are
in there.
Oh, there are many. There are many. Believe me. No, I do the For me, it's like I tap in a different way. So I think we do the fun part, and I think I've done it more on a sort of like there's a serious aspect too. Sometimes where there's somewhere it's like wow, there's some real deep like even issues because some songs are like Lord, if there's some issues you want to tap into, like there's a song there too. Even though if the classic ones, you like now people are like you're not saying nothing in your song, you're not saying anything. But you listen to some stuff and I'm like, you want people to hit the street, play them a song from like 60s or earlier or later. I'm like, oh my God, go protest somebody because they did something. Play that song.
Yeah, there's healing in the music too.
Yes.
There's healing there. There are messages there. I get messages from spirit sometimes to go back to the music when I'm not, I'm in this space of crazy. Sometimes it's like, you know what? It's in the music. Go.
Yeah.
Okay, let me get my playlist. So.
And that's why I can't play some songs once. Like sometimes I know it's a thing. Once you do it 3 times, I'm like, okay, I need to get something from this because it's almost a thing that you have to get. And it goes back to the message we share. There is something you need to learn, relearn, and unlearn. And it's in there. So playing it one time, that's not enough. And you have to be willing to sit with the lyrics, to sit
And you
with
have to be willing to drive everybody else around you crazy because you will not stop playing that song.
You won't.
Let's go crazy.
Yep.
Let's get
I will play it.
nuts.
I'm gonna play it.
Look for the purple banana till they put us in the truck. Put me in the
Oh
truck,
my
damn it.
God.
I don't care.
Oh, wow.
You're like,
Keep
name that
playing it
song.
Planting
over and
seeds.
over again. And
Mhm.
I didn't understand. I think my mom was working out some issues with, there was an old song that came out back in the late 70s called Ring My Bell from Anita Ward.
Oh, we talked about this.
We talked about this. Yes, we talked about this. And I just didn't know at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and she had this was a 45 record. She put something on it where it would repeat. And I'm like,
The
I don't
penny.
know,
The
a penny
penny.
or whatever. I'm a little kid. I'm waking up. I'm rubbing my eyes. And my mom like, baby, go back to bed. Baby, go back to bed. Boo! Boo! I'm like,
Ooh.
that was the seed that was planted in me back when I was young, because I didn't know what she was trying to work out, because I was too young for her to verbalize what she was going through. But when I talked to my auntie, she was like, it was that man. It was your daddy, baby.
Mhm.
It's your man.
And isn't it funny, the songs that we find that we just kind of connect to, right?
Yeah. And for me as an adult, it was Be Happy. Mary J. Blige. I went through a bad breakup, and I was really going after that person, thinking, let's make this work.
This is it.
I want us to work. And then the first verse of Mary straightened me out real nicely. So I said, ooh, amen.
The answer
Okay.
lies in me, honey. Yes, it does. Yes,
it does.
And you know what I heard? I heard is make it work. Make it work. Why are we always trying to make stuff work?
Because I want you
It
to
is
like
gonna work
me.
or not so much.
It's the Jennifer Holiday, and I'm telling you, I'm not going.
Right, I get that. Can we put that down though, y'all? That's a hustle right there. I gotta hustle to get this done. Drop the hustle and let's just
Burton
flow.
Down. That's the Burton Down. That's still Jennifer Hudson. Burton Down.
And I'm telling you, I'm not
don't
going.
let them
Just
take
being
you down.
demanding.
I'm going down. No, we're not letting them. Don't let them take you down.
Nope.
As Michelle Obama used to say, when they go low, we go high.
There you go.
With a song.
There you go.
With a song.
It was a quote. I don't think that was a song. That was just a quote.
You could go with a song, because sometimes
you
don't
can make
know
it a
what to
song.
say.
Oh, you can.
Because you can't say what you want to say. So that's how I go high.
I love it,
can't say what I want to say.
Right.
So,
you edit yourself. And
yes.
in work situations.
Who that did what?
Exactly. In work situations, that is very wise. Now with your family, I don't know, but just in work situations, it's wise.
You know what?
Why did you bring yourself down?
There were times at work I don't edit myself. I didn't edit myself, but those would be the times I'm like, "Whoop! Did I just cuss her out? Okay, that means it's time for me to take a vacation. Let me move on."
You need a break. Yeah. You need a whole break away from here.
Because you see how I am this is who I am as a person. So it doesn't matter whether I'm on the floor nursing, whether I'm here in the studio with y'all, whether I'm in the grocery store. It doesn't matter. This is who I am. And so if I am leading in love and I am giving in love, I'm speaking to you in a loving way, and you talk to me crazy, we got a problem.
The thing is, some people know there's a look. Like for me, I'm like, I can see it coming in some people, and I'm like, some people don't, and I'm just like, look, you can warn them and they don't see it. And I'm like, you know what? I'm
gonna just move over here.
Remove yourself away
save myself first
from the situation
and let it be. And you have to let that person again learn the hard way.
Yeah.
So here you go. Let the wrath of the situation take over. And they're gonna learn that the first time. Never again.
Well, first I would like to just say congratulations, Marie. I already know it's going to be a bestseller. Yes. There was a lot of love and a lot of time and energy that went into this journal.
Sweats. A lot of sweats.
A lot of late nights, sleepless, like just getting it done. and even I remember Marie was like, you know what, let's just leave it. I'm like, no, we cannot just leave it. She's like, okay.
So you were the cheerleader through the writing process.
Well, yes, but what I did all of the design. So I designed the cover and all of the inside parts and pieces. Yeah, that part was me. Right?
Mhm.
Marie said, "This is
Yep.
what I wanted to look like," and I'm like, "Ooh, okay, all right, all right."
Yeah.
I enjoy doing that part, though. Do I always have
Oh,
time to do it? No, but I do enjoy doing that part.
Well,
Yeah,
I think the cover is very attractive. It
it's
draws you in.
pretty.
And people will be able to get a hard copy of it, or is it just going to be
Soon,
Kindle?
soon the hard copy. Yeah, they'll be
Okay.
able to get a hard copy.
well, the paperback is there.
The paperback is up, and yeah, we're getting the hard copy
People-
together too.
Yeah.
Because I
Okay.
want to switch all of mine over because I want to have the hard copy as
You
well.
want the hard copy, the
Yeah.
indestructible copy.
Yes, yes, that's what I need
Yeah, because
in the space that I live in.
right, because I need a replacement for this. You see how boring this is. Plus, it's getting raggedy. I need to
Yes,
replace
Oh,
it's
wow.
time. Switch
Tracy
it
did
out.
not design that.
Switch
I
it
don't know
out.
what that is.
it. Would no, that was
Tracy did
designed
not do
by
that one. I'm like,
that was
No.
designed by we don't know who and whatever
I
their
don't know
Ain't
mama
no
what that
color
is.
in
is.
We
there,
don't
no
know.
love, whatever. Red on the
Wow.
spine. There you go.
No, we need color. I mean, there may even be a surprise, but after I did the first one, I'm like, do I even want to deal with number 2? Because
But
this is
now
what
you
happened.
know, and your template is in place.
Oh yeah, the inside will always be what it is. It's more the cover, because again, remember we were talking about like, oh, you could choose, and I'm like, I don't know.
It was a lot, right? Just taking her through like some of the processes, because there's so much that goes on behind the scenes when you're putting a book together. Sometimes, and the journal itself was like, okay, this is done. You know, you go back and you fix a little few things,
Right.
but other than that, the journal itself is done, or the book is done, right?
The technical,
And then
oh God,
y'all don't know about the and then. The
Ooh.
and then part will
What's
make
the
you lose your
and then
mind. You're like,
part?
I
What
don't
is
even know
that?
why the hell I decided to write a book. I'm just gonna leave this right here. I'm done.
and this is why I felt like I went back to, and this is why my own life come back flashing to me, where I'm like, this is why I did one thing in my life, and I will never. People are like, are you gonna do another? I'm like, never. This is birthing, okay? I'm done at one. And this one too, where I'm like, why did I decide to do this? You have those moments, and the writing process is the same, where I'm like, I'm dealing with like a chapter now, and now I'm dealing with multiple books simultaneously, and I'm just like, why did I sign up for this? Why? But people think the writing is the hard part. That's not even close. And this is why the fact that Tracy's creating this experience where we're doing it together, where you're being guided, where somebody's holding your hand in case you want to be like, I'm done. There will be many I'm done. And she's like, no. Let's take a moment and then we'll come back to it. We'll look at it again. Or go and think about this and then we'll come back. Right?
Yeah.
Versus I'm done. And then it's 10 years later. It's the book is still not
holding on to that book. Holding on.
And now you mad, right? You mad because it could have been done, right? It's one of those coulda, shoulda, because you had literally the opportunity, the resources, the person right there saying, I can help you. Yeah. And help was sent.
And that always reminds, every time we say this, it always reminds me of that crazy the person that's sitting like on the island stuck somewhere and they waiting for God to send him something, waiting for God. He gonna help me. He gonna help me. No, that's all right. He coming. I done sent you. He's like, I sent you a boat. I sent this. I sent all these things.
That's
I
not
sent
it.
them
That's
your
not it.
way.
Nope.
That was your help.
Nope. No, thank you.
No. Be able to take criticism and constructive criticism and accept the help. There's nothing wrong. It doesn't say anything about you, or it's nothing demeaning if you need help. I feel like sometimes that comes from a weird.
Well, sometimes it's not even the criticism piece. It's not even a criticism. It's like nobody is criticizing anything that you've done, but just acknowledging the fact that you need a little bit of help.
That's all.
But that's that strong Black woman thing, right? We hold on to that thing. I'm like, if y'all don't tear that shit down and rebuild it,
we will let it go, let it flow, and let it.
And it will take you down with it, by the way. It's going to take you down, right?
Yeah.
And so part of also that too is investing in it, because even the things in our own personal life, recently I heard somebody's you're going to enjoy this, Tracy. They call it broadcast habits, in terms of
Whoa. Wow.
yep,
Okay, Marie.
because there are things that we actually can afford. We can afford for somebody to help us do something. We can afford the help. The help is available on any level we want it, whether the person is right there, whether we know them, whether we can actually pay for it, right?
That's right.
And when I say invest, it could be the person's time, it could mean you paying for it, okay? And it's not that you don't have it. You literally, whether consciously or unconsciously, saying, I don't want to.
Right.
Okay.
You don't
So
want.
now
Wow.
that's a choice. That is a choice that you are making for whatever reason. The beauty of being part of that community is you can unpack why that's happening while you're learning, while you're growing. Because sometimes we don't know why we're doing all that stuff. We
Right.
don't know why. Because we've
Right.
been doing it all along. Because the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. You probably do the same in your personal life, your relationship, your work, your other stuff. And you discover, like, I procrastinate a lot of things and then I get it done in one swoop. And it's done. Nobody ever really know. But then it's gonna catch up to you where there are certain things it's better to do it a little at a time.
Yes,
Because
exactly.
it gets done if a little bit is done, and it won't feel so stressful
Right.
while in the process. Oh my gosh, Marie, that's such a great point.
Yep.
Right. And so, but again, those healthy habits will feed you. So imagine someone, but also the fact that when we're talking about, also to go back to the planting seeds, like what people expect, right? So if you go for the weekend and Tracy takes you through, and you know that weekend we're planting that seed, these are the prompts. You're working on your thing, you're working, and you're like, by June, I'm going to harvest. There's a harvest date already set.
Already set. It's already done. Everything else is done.
But if you
We
don't
can
plant,
just come have fun. And can I tell y'all, I was, before I went to sleep. Okay, wait, let me back up. I have been trying to take this sleigh bath for a few days. And just every time I went to go, I was like, you know what? F it. I'm going to sleep. I'm going to sleep. I'm going to sleep. And yesterday, and it was the middle of the evening, I think, I was like, I was supposed to call Marie back for something. I was like, nope, I'm taking a bath. I need a bath.
Good.
And man, oh my gosh, that in and of itself was healing. So I was like, oh, I got to get up in here. Right. Just, oh my God, it was a wonderful experience. And then the boys come home, and then I hear my grandson like, Gigi, you still in there? Are you coming out? Because it's the big bathtub. Everybody want to take a bath in the big bathtub. So he's waiting because he's ready to play. And I'm like, dude, back up off me. Back up off me. But anyway, it was this wonderful experience. And I was able to just really just let down my guard and relax. And so
it was good. You had the house. Sounds like you had the house a little bit to yourself. Where Gigi people weren't bothering you before.
Nap in.
Yes,
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you know, you've been on the phone with me. Everybody's like, I tuned them out, y'all. Right? You know. And for those of you who are mothers or grandparents, and you got the ones that it's only 2 of them, but it sounds like it's about 7 kids in the house. I have those grandkids.
Okay.
So I learned to tune them out. But when other people are calling and talking to me, they're like, what is going on in your house? I'm like, I don't know, the kids playing. Let's have this conversation. At any rate, that's my squirrel moment. But after that, I was able to relax so much that all of this stuff started coming to me, right? And so I just started writing down. I was like, oh my God, I already did this. I already have exactly what I want. And so I found an easier way to explain the steps of writing a book, writing just our chapter. So when you come, oh my God, I'm so excited about this part. I'm like, I don't even know. But this one chapter in a book is going to shift and change your life. Oh my God, I'm so ready. Ready.
Going back to what Marie said about doing things, one step at a time, Belinda in the chat, she said, yes, taking one step at a time while working or renewing my CPA certificate. I take a half hour each day to to get my
Mm-hmm.
CPE done. That
Yeah,
is, yeah, whatever goals that you have set. And that's a great goal to have set, is
it
working on your
is.
CPA certificate, which is great. I'm loving that.
It's like
And
one seed at a time. One
one
seed,
seed
just a
at a
little,
time. Yes.
little bit, and then she will get it done. And that's the best way.
Mhm.
And then she won't be stressed. She won't be burnt out. She won't be
Mhm.
frustrated because again, you're learning, right? And then sometimes in
Yes.
the end, we're like, and then you want to give up. That's the other thing. But when you're doing it gradually, and then your brain is able to retain more versus trying to cram all that in just before you have to take the exam, right? Which I've done many
Mm-hmm.
times. The night before,
Yeah.
all of a sudden, all the whole book, all the learning in one semester. I'm like, I'm gonna learn this,
Right.
right?
Really?
And
Oh, wow.
it's just not realistic. And all these things are truly habits that we've grown over time that we can unlearn. Again, we can unlearn them,
Mhm. Mhm.
we learn them, but this is an opportunity. There's still time, and allow somebody else to show you how. And this is
Right.
not something where we just talk about it. We're not just going to be talking about those things. Like, let us show you how. And Tracy's the expert. She's the midlife. I'm like, there's nothing like, you know what? I don't have to do
Stop
it.
calling me a midlife. I'm not a midlife.
Midwife.
I don't like that word.
Midwife.
Take that word out the vocabulary. It's
Isn't that
midwife.
the midwife?
Wife. You said
Right.
midlife.
It's the
Life.
accent. It's the
Take the
Caribbean
F.
thing that just spill out. Caribbean thing just
It's the
slipped.
accent. We're going to give it
Just
to the
slipped.
accent. Okay.
It's the midwife. Midwife.
Midlife
Call
is
me
easier to say, I guess.
midwife.
Right, though. But right.
Midwife.
Midwife.
The life midwife.
That's right. Let
All
me
this
help you birth
whining,
that
you know?
thing.
A lot of whining
And
going.
yes, a lot of midwifing going on.
Mhm. Mhm.
But I think it would be great to just come together to get it done and allow me to walk you through the process, because the process, just learning the parts and pieces that you'll learn along the way, they're going to be invaluable to the rest of your journey, whether you decide to write a book, whether you decide, I don't necessarily want to write a book, but I have something tangible. I have something that I can share with the world. This
Right.
man, and doing it in this way, and where you're just writing your own chapter.
Mhm.
I'm telling you, it is so powerful. When I stepped in and I was able to do that in the One Habit book, and somebody took the rest of it off of me. I mean, I think we did it in a day or so, right? Maybe a
Did it
couple
in a
days.
day. And the whole book was literally done 18 days. We were
18
just
days.
like, what?
18 days?
Yes,
You heard.
Yes.
And I think
days.
that's what got us like, you know what? This can be done. If
Right?
one
It took
person
me a
does
year
it,
to
we're
write
like,
this book, and here we are, and done in less than a month, a
yes,
little
it
over
is
2 weeks.
done.
Really? That's what happened? Yeah,
But the
that blew
thing
my
is,
mind. That blew
when
my
you
mind.
realize, like, you do your part, and that's all we're asking right now.
You do your
You do
part.
your part, you show up, you make the investment, you show up, right? You tell Tracy, I'm
Yep.
interested. And she
Right.
said, this is what you need to do. But make
Mhm.
that decision. Say yes to you. And that itself is an act
All
of
you gotta do is say
yep,
yes.
say yes. We went to poetry,
Say
didn't
yes
we?
to you.
Say yes.
Absolutely.
Say yes. Say yes, right? To yourself, because many of us have been saying no many times. We say yes to everything else, but this is one thing, to say yes to yourself. And to have that experience together, like it's just really everything. And this is something, again, for me, the power is the ability to share our stories, because no one else is going to be telling us. No one else is going to be sharing what we've been through, gone through, still going through, to
Right.
become who we want to be and creating the life that we want. And so truly to be able to say, this is our legacy together, and we get to
Yes.
create it. We get to curate an experience you will never forget. I'm telling you, you will never forget it. And that is going to be in the history because it's in a book. You
Right.
get
Yes.
to share it.
And nobody
You get
can
to
take
talk
that
about it.
from you.
Nope.
That's the
No one.
biggest thing. Nobody can take that
No
from you.
one. It is
Mhm.
done. It is done.
Right.
It is.
So I know we've been talking about it a lot. Hey, and I know we're over time a little bit, but what I would like us to do, I would like you to toot your own horn. Tell me what you tooting your own horn about today. And here is the website, Slay Right Now, slayrightnow.com. Go over for more information. And if you have questions, shoot me a text, right? Right now at slaywithtrade.com. Whatever. Just do it. I'm telling you, this is going to be so worth it. So worth it. All right. So what are you, goddesses? Tell us in the chat. What are you tooting your horn about today?
Okay.
You ladies too. Come on with it. Come on with it.
I feel like I've been tooting.
Yeah, I know you have.
You've been tooting.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've
Yes.
been
So
planting,
Marie's
you've
tooting
been
her horn
tooting.
about her upcoming book. I'm tooting my horn because I helped. Yes. I helped bring that baby to life. Come on, baby.
And then your tooting horn is the website is done. Things are
The
out.
website is
available.
done.
The website is done.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go to
So
the
that's
website.
a big,
That is
that's
done.
a
I'm
big
tooting my
horn
horn
tutor
about
right
that.
there.
That itself
That's
was
a
a
big
birth.
horn tutor.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm tooting my horn for all the things that came to life last night. Just last night. Mm-hmm.
I'm tooting my horn. I have a working internet.
Yes. I am tooting my horn that we made it. We made it. With all the shenanigans and things that go on for us, we still make it happen, y'all.
This is the equivalent of saying, I have electricity. We have light.
Yes.
Sunshine. I'm grateful for the sun. We got breath. And the internet is working. Wi-Fi.
And the internet is working.
Yeah,
so good.
That was a struggle yesterday, and I had to fight through some demonic crazy. I even sent a message to you, Tracy, like, girl, I need you to pray for your girl. I'm about to lose my mind up in here.
I'm glad we made it through the podcast, but this thing is trying to die.
Yes, because I have never been on the phone so much with the customer service. And when I went back to Satan, that's the other internet provider company, they were trying to sell me a caboose and a choo-choo train. And I said, that's why I left, because y'all keep trying to, do stuff, which is not good. And I will mention no names.
All right.
Mention no names, but I'm just saying the struggle was real. So I'm tooting my horn that no matter the challenges that I face on a daily, weekly basis to get things done, they get done. Right. And there's always a workaround, always a technical workaround for whatever ails or challenges you. Oh my gosh, if the computer's not working, oh my gosh, we have cell
And that's
phone.
what I love about goddesses. It's like, oh no, I'm a goddess. You're gonna fix this. We're gonna make this. This is gonna, right?
Make it happen. Like that song from Mariah Carey. Make it happen.
Get your hotspot. Where's your hotspot?
Yes, I have to make an investment in a hotspot. Do you have a hotspot, Marie?
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh. Yes.
Yeah. So I
yep. I was like, what?
Gotta have something for backup.
Yeah. So I have to back up to show up with the hotspot.
Yes.
With the hotspot.
Yes,
back
indeed.
Up to show up.
You need all the plan B, C, D, E.
Yeah. So planting seeds for you, Marie, will drop next week.
Planting seed is available now. Go get yours. Get your copy. There's so much happening. Like there's challenge happening, but
the actual launch. We having a party next Tuesday, y'all. Next Tuesday on the 1st.
He's always ready for a party.
Okay. And when's the party at night?
The party's
the party right here. The party don't stop. What you mean?
Party started in the morning at 8 a.m.
8 a.m. Eastern.
Yep.
Real early for Tracy.
It's always on the island. It's always a Caribbean vibe happening. So she's like, the party is when we start the party. So once we get here, the party start.
Right.
Well,
and it's all day.
There's all day party. All day. First, the second, that's my real exit date. Remember I told y'all I quit my job and then I freaked out because I thought I didn't have enough money. So I ran back to work. And then I was so like that little kid. And then I ran back. For just a little bit, I did. For a little bit.
And then you came back.
And then I went back to work, and then I finally stopped. March 2nd, y'all. Woo! Power to the people.
Now that is a toot horn moment.
That's a toot horn moment. Yeah. So I'll be tooting next
when
week
you
too.
leave the job.
Right? Lost it.
On your
I
own.
lost
You're
it.
not escorted with your box and your
I
feelings in the
purposely
box.
lost it. Yes.
On purpose.
All right,
Why
y'all.
you
We gotta
firing
go.
me?
We are heading over to Clubhouse. Woo woo!
Mm-hmm.
I love you all. Thank you so
Woo-hoo.
much for joining us today. Come on over to the club, and we're gonna share our gratitude, intention, affirmations of the day, and so we can all set the tone to slay. I hope y'all ready to slay today, because I am. I don't know what kind of mood I'm in 4 in the morning, 3 in the morning up here. I'm cray cray. I swear I feel anyway, but it's all love. Thank you so much again. We'll see you back here bright and early tomorrow morning. Mwah!